I welcome you back to another presentation, whatever we want to call it. I just wanted to share something. I'm not going to be spending long, so I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by here again today. This thing called Palestine, I just wanted to share something I found on X the other day. So let's see together. I might just make a brief comment at the end. I will share that now. Let's go.
Ever wondered why none of the Arab countries that loudly claim to care about Palestinians are willing to take them in, even temporarily? Egypt, their direct neighbor, won't even let Gazans shelter in the Sinai. Instead, it has tightened border security to keep them out. It's time to name the elephant in the room: Arab hypocrisy and the calculated mistreatment and marginalization of the Palestinians.
I wonder who they
The
are.
truth is uncomfortable but undeniable. The Islamic world never intended to solve the Palestinian issue. They created it to weaponize it against Israel. Arab regimes have never supported the idea of a sovereign, independent Palestine. Instead, they kept Palestinians stateless and disenfranchised by design.
Where did they come from?
So why is that? Because a bitter, unassimilated refugee population was far more useful as a permanent thorn in Israel's side. The worse the Palestinian condition, the more valuable they became as propaganda tools against Israel and as a bottomless justification for siphoning Western taxpayer money through compromised organizations like UNRWA into the pockets of Hamas and the PLO. It is a sadomasochistic system of perverse incentives. But the Palestinians aren't just victims of Arab betrayal. They have made their bed again and again. They launched every major war with Israel since 1948.
Preach,
They
sister.
rejected every peace offer that didn't involve the dismantling of the Jewish state.
Oh, yes.
They elected Hamas, a genocidal death cult that glorifies child sacrifice.
Choice.
Thus, their perpetual suffering isn't just imposed, it's also chosen through leadership, ideology, and a collective refusal to abandon the delusion of erasing Israel. For nearly a century, Palestinian leadership has aligned with the wrong side of history, supporting Saddam Hussein, allying with Assad, attempting multiple coups in Jordan, and playing a devastating role in the Lebanese civil war. Every host nation that welcomed them eventually paid the price and learned the hard way that solidarity came with subversion.
History.
The roots of this pathology run deep. Long before Hamas, the PLO under Arafat cultivated a quasi-religious cult of blood. The revolution was treated as a sacrament. Children's death were proof of commitment. From the river to the sea was not a metaphor, it was a murderous mandate. In school books, children were taught that Israel is a temporary entity. Jews have no right to exist in the holy Arab land, a claim blatantly refuted by the very mosque they built atop a 3,000-year-old Jewish temple, and that martyrdom is nobler than coexistence. Hamas took this culture and codified it into state ideology. Civilians are used as human shields. Funerals are PR spectacles, and death is a public relations weapon. The strategy is brutally effective. Provoke Israel into retaliation, engineer civilian casualties, then scream genocide. In this grotesque economy, dead Palestinians are the currency.
Absolutely.
Spent for headlines, sympathy, and foreign aid. The tragedy is not only that Israel is under siege, the deeper tragedy is that an entire generation of Palestinians has been offered up to Moloch, an ancient god of child sacrifice, now rebranded as resistance.
Hmm.
They're taught that paradise lies not in building, creating, or reforming, but in dying soaked in Jewish blood. In this ritual cult of annihilation, progress is treason, compromise is sin, and life itself is subordinated to the ecstasy of violent death. In a world where Islamism forbids pluralism, progress, or joy, martyrdom is the only route to dignity. Every one of you who supports this morbid cause is complicit in perpetuating the abuse and suffering. You are not helping Palestinians by championing a fabricated nationalist cause engineered to exploit them. You are helping their jailers, theocrats, kleptocrats, and terrorists tighten their grip. You're not standing with the oppressed. You are kneeling before Moloch.
Wow. Wow. I don't even feel like adding anything else, but I'm just gonna say this. The truth is bitter, and everyone needs to hear it. Everyone needs to hear it. That cult of Palestinian movement, where it has become fashionable, everyone around the West, around the world, who wants to say anything, they have to throw some jabs, some statements to identify with that cult. It has nothing of value to help set the people who live in Gaza free from the mental bondage, the sacrifice that they have been made to become on the altar to that Moloch demon god that was mentioned. Yes, human sacrifice. This is sad because there are people in the world who are manipulating various evil entities, ideologies, milking them, scamming the population of the world, raking in millions. Tell me how else people who otherwise would have been considered logical, sensible, reasonable, and upright standing, like social media influencers, you know them, the scam days of the world, and the mocker Qatari Sun and their likes, that it's become fashionable to dump hate on Israel and side with the people who started the aggression on 7th October 2023. I honestly do not want you to forget that video, so I'm not going to say much, but I wanted to share that with you guys, just so you know that it is really bizarre and we can't explain why the Arab world, the Islam world, has decided to leave the Gaza people in Gaza in war. The innocent men, women, and children, the old, the sick, they are evacuated until the war ends. But those people have been trapped there because they are what? Cash cows. I'll see you again soon.